Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing an EIKWM France Tech G45 game with Quatenins, Madan, and Kulala. Looking at this first pile, I think the pick is probably Zoo Director. Zoo Director's a nice card. It's also excellent with Farm School Graduate, so if Farm School Graduate could come back, that would be really nice. Yeah, this pack's hard to predict because Merchant Plowman, Chief's Daughter, Social Climber, Resource Seller, Joiner, Omni Farmer. There's a lot of pretty reasonable cards here, so it's going to be hard to guess what's going to come back. Swineherd with Zoo Director is okay. Yeah. Farm School Graduate is what I really have my eye on. I'd like that to come back. Alright. Well, a card like Stockbroker supports Zoo Director because you're increasing the number of available animals in the game. But I don't think I'm going to take it here, although this pack is quite weak. Do I just take Tapestry Weaver? Maybe I just do Tapestry Weaver. Yeah. But yeah, this pile is very weak, especially compared to what I just passed. Okay. Hoarder's pretty good. I like Vine Dresser. Manufacturer is nice. Inventory Manager is nice. But I think I'm just taking Dove Hunter here. With Dove Hunter, it really encourages me to go for a breeding pair of sheep. And that'll support my Tapestry Weaver. Yeah. I like Hoarder, but I think Dove Hunter is the pick here. So I'm ideally looking for a way to hold a breeding pair of sheep. 3 sheep minimum. And if it's 2 stables and a room in my house, that's fine. But if I could get something better, that would be nice. Or something that lets me build stables cheaper. Something like that. Because that is quite a bit of wood before you build your first room. That's quite a bit of wood to get to 9. Especially if you have wood miners that you want to play as well. That means you need like 10, 11 wood. The other thing is, with Dove Hunter, it's not always easy to get the first animal grab, just because sometimes you have an opponent who's going for it. Well, Hobby Farmer is excellent for the Vine Dresser that we just passed. Gardener's Wife is pretty good, just if you're going to family growth a lot. Cowboy Mother is good in round 7 family growth games. I like Stage Star because of all the wood it'll give me, but I think I'll just take Hobby Farmer. I think Hobby Farmer is a bit better than Gardener's Wife. Gardener's Wife has to come out earlier, whereas Hobby Farmer You can play it, late in the game in round 11 or whatever after you have one plowed field. So if 2 food for an occupation each harvest could come back here, that would be great. Farm school graduate, yeah, and I think that's going to be the pick. Dove hunter with farm school graduate is nice, and then my stage 2 occupation can be hobby farmer or something else that I pick up. Then tapestry weaver whenever it's appropriate. Zoo director right at the end of the game. Yeah, looks pretty good. Swineherd does go with the merchant plowman a bit more, or with the zoo director, but farm school graduate gonna let me play my occupations really easily. Is this a minimalist game? This maybe could be a minimalist game. Just thinking that I have a lot of bonus points already, and Dove Hunter can help me feed. So then maybe I can get by with just like one improvement that helps me feed, or like 2 improvements that help me feed. I don't think I'm likely to play anything else here, so yeah, sure, let's try minimalist. I don't know if I'll play it or not, but... And then I'll take vine dresser here. Vine dresser with hobby farmer seems pretty good, so I'm just looking for a way to get 2 grain. And that'll be all my plows. Well, huntsman's rifle. That's a way to eat, for sure. I think absinthe is the best pick here. Syrup tap is interesting, but I find the cost on it can be a little hard. I like absinthe. I think it's quite good. Yeah, and then maybe wild breeding will come back. I think syrup tap is pretty good. It's just, I don't know. I have to get on reedstone food and a wood grab, and then start player. Like, there's a lot of conditions that have to be met before you can do it. Well, cooking corner doesn't increase my number of plate improvements for minimalist. Although I don't think I'll lean into cooking corner too much yet. I do have hobby farmer, so that is a way of feeding. Farm stable, if I'm planning on building 2 stables for my dove hunter, which I think I still am. Camembert, of course, is free point and can be quite nice. Bonfire is fine, and a card actually that we really have to keep in mind. Yeah, farm stable gives me the same as Camembert, same food as Camembert if I'm correct with all 3 of my placements, which is not always going to be the case, but sometimes it will be. Yeah, I'm not 100% that I'll get a cooking hearse, so I think I'll take cooking corner if it comes back to me. And maybe I don't play minimalist. I don't have to play minimalist. Like, if I have good improvements, I should play my good improvements. Like, if I have 5 1-point minor improvements that give me food, that's going to be better than gaining, 4 points from minimalist and not playing any of them, and not having gotten the benefit they can give me throughout the game. Okay, I actually like Dinghy quite a bit here. Dinghy's a nice card. Again, works with minimalist, but the ability to take the food when you're family growthing and with farm school graduate might actually be pretty important. Alternatively, chicken coop is fine. I don't love the read cost on it. Grain mill oven, I haven't seen a way of getting grain yet, so I'm a little dissuaded from that. I kind of like large sun hat here, just because with large sun hat, it gives me my field for hobby farmer. It also gives me a field to sow a grain on so that I can activate my vine dresser. So I think that's what I'll do here, is take large sun hat. And it's also the kind of card where if I miss the timing on it, I'm not really too upset. Well, this is actually quite shocking. I could switch over to like an entirely crop game, because with sundial, so large sun hat builds my one field, plus my one field. Hobby farmer plays, and then also I have a sow action, so I would just plow and take a grain. So then vine dresser could activate. I could have vine dresser in play already, and then get another sow action out of sundial. The only problem is, like, I'm not feeding during that, and it's pushing me pretty far away from other stuff that I want to do. So I'll just take Diamond Mine. Diamond Mine is a great card. 2 stone and a point. Fantastic. So Syrup Tap came back, which is interesting. There's also Wild Breeding here, and Wild Breeding with Dove Hunter Zoo Director seems okay. I'm gonna want a lot of wood grabs. I think that's true. Yeah, I think Syrup Tap is pretty reasonable. Wild Breeding is not the most impactful card. And then I'll take Cooking Corner, I think. And I can feed with my Dove Hunter plus my Hobby Farmer. Hobby Farmer will give a bunch of vegetables, which I can turn into 4 each. Yeah, I'm going to want to do a lot this game. I'm trying to do a lot at least, so yeah. This is pretty surprising that Grain Mill Oven came back. I guess no one's really going baking, so I'll take Grain Mill Oven myself. Hey Mariska, hope you're doing well. This draft could go a couple different ways. I would say the quality of card I have is very high, especially in my minors. My minors are all extremely good. And we start in second, which is beautiful. So if Reedstone Food could come to us, great. It does not, so we'll start with 3 wood. No need to rush out our farm school graduate. Take the wood, that lets us play the Syrup Tap that little bit earlier. Quatenance plays Pasture Planner. So Pasture Planner might indicate a Cowboy and Mother game. It might just be playing it for 6 wood or whatever, but or 8 wood. But it might indicate a Cowboy and Mother game, especially if he's committing to that many spaces this early. Also, Mudan going for 2 clay in round 1. So the sheep, there's going to be pressure on the sheep spaces pretty clearly. Yeah, wow. And Occupation comes all the way back to me. I guess I'll play here. May as well. I would rather play Farm School Graduate on the cheap Occupation space, but getting it with my second action round 1 seems pretty good. So I want to pick up 1 sheep at some point. 1 sheep is 4 food. Maybe with my second action next round I can do that to play my Dove Hunter. Alternatively, if I can manage enough food, I can play Hobby Farmer. If I can manage enough food, I can play Hobby Farmer, and then in round 7, although I didn't take Sundial, so that play gets a lot worse without Sundial. The reason that you would push it out early is because of Sundial, for sure. So we'll take 2 reed, absolutely. I think I'm going to start Player Large Sun Hat with my second move to get Reedstone food. And then I can plow, Reedstone food, plow, and syrup tap in round 3. Yeah, no one wants occupation this game, which is weird. Weird. Wow, Kalala really pushing his fields out. That makes me a lot more scared about this play here. Did Kalala first pick Field Doctor, I guess? Do Academy. I was thinking there's a line for early fencing 6 and grabbing the sheep. Yeah, I think what I'd rather do is I'd rather just build a room and 2 stables, make room for a breeding pair that way. Quatenance plays Occupation Surf. I think we got a funny one. Oh, Kulala. I bet Kulala just took Evening Prayer. That's why Kulala is foregoing the family growth space. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to risk Plow Sow and take Reedstone food first. Reedstone food gets us our second reed. It gets us a stone for syrup tap. This is a bit of a gamble, but I think it's okay. And if I don't get it, and I get it round 6, that's not ideal, but it's fine. Quatenan's going for 4 clay super early. Maybe wants to bake with that surf, because of course the so bake space is a 5. Yeah, and Quatenan's fences. Yeah, I know. Yeah, no major minor till round 4. I take a lot of food out of the game if I play if I take sheep here. Ooh, Madan. Oh man, Madan's gonna be so pissed if I take a sheep here. Should I do it? Or should I hope that I get 4 food in the next round? Yeah, I think I was right about Kulala and Evening Prayer. Yeah, Madan's going for those animals super aggressively. Yeah, I think I do. I think I take 3 sheep here. Because I need food. And my apologies to the other players but for letting 2 sheep run, but I think that's the right play for me. Yeah. It would be nice to keep the other two so they could breed here, but I think this is the play. My dad still charges forward with his fireplace. Well, I'll take 4 wood if it comes to me. 4 wood would be nice. My dad saw Dove Hunter, so has to kind of be guessing about the Dove Hunter play. Kulala, Evening Prayer. So here's part of the problem with Syrup Tap. I have Syrup Tap in hand, and I can't get it out. Sheep Farmer, Perpetual Student. Yeah, so I was correct about the Evening Prayer. Perpetual Student into Sheep Farmer. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on the sheep space. So getting 3 sheep for my tapestry weaver might actually be a little difficult. Well, if Kulala doesn't build, I probably will. There's not really much else on this board I want. I can't play Syrup Tap. I could take Clay, but Quantinins with his 4 Clay. I'm thinking Quatinins might go for the Cooking Hearth. Kulala plays Stage Star. Alright. Do I have the miners to sit on start player in stage 2? We're gonna go with... The thing is, I don't even have the wood to build my 2 stables here. Yeah, this sucks, but I think we're gonna do it. We're just gonna take wood here. Because I really want to build 2 stables on the build-a-room space. So passing Kulala start player here is kind of sad, but our first growth here is kind of sad. Quatinins plays Cowboy and Mother. We expected that as soon as we saw Pasture Planner. And then I'll play Dove Hunter, 2 food, and a sheep. Two food for an Occ and sheep for feed 4. And it's family growth. Well, Kulala's gonna first action room. So there's an opportunity for me to get some value out of Absinthe here. Because I'm gonna start player. And or not Absinthe, Camembert. Alternatively, I can play Syrup Tap here. So Syrup Tap or Absinthe, or sorry, Camembert. Which would I rather play? I have a good idea what Kulala's second move will be. It'll be Family Growth. So I can... Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. So I'm for sure getting that. And then I can put a food on... Oh, yeah, do I put a food on the clay? The thing is, if I put a food on the clay, someone's grabbing it. If I put a food on the sheep, same issue. Food on the traveling player, someone's taking it. Yeah, maybe a food on the grain, because I want to take 1 raw grain at some point. And maybe on the sheep for the 3rd one. 4 clay. Yeah, plow. I'm not gonna plow till next round though. But yeah, maybe I get it next round. Yeah, okay, I like that gamble. Plow and grain maybe. I'll gamble that that's gonna come all the way back around to me. Because I'm gonna build a room and then I'm gonna plow and then I'm gonna family growth is the sequence next round with my large sun hat. There's my camembert, and I've already played 2 miners, and I've got a bunch more good miners, so I think minimalist is probably a dead card. Probably. Like, I want to play Cooking Corner, Diamond Mine, Absinthe, Syrup Tap. I want to play all of those. Kulala plays Sundial. Yeah, we might see Quatenins go for the food that I put out, because Quatenins with Cowboy and Mother might decide to pursue those things. Should I just take a grain here? Yeah, I think I will. Just take a grain. I want a grain at some point anyways. I could maybe take sheep there, because sheep is more food, but I don't know, I think taking the grain's okay. If I can get all 3 of the grain of the food out of Camembert, I will be extremely pleased. Nope, Quatinids took it, yeah. Yeah, with Cowboy and Mother, it makes sense. Madan plays Stockbroker, so he took that card. Nice thing about Stockbroker is you can leave sheep behind and get cattle, which is more food. Of course, that leaves good stuff for me to grab as well. Room and 2 stables. In some weird scenarios, I get 4 sheep round 7. No, I don't think there's any way. I guess. No, not 4 sheep. I might get 3 sheep round 7. Because if Madan takes 3 sheep, leaves two behind to get 2 cattle, then I could take sheep round 7. Yeah. Yeah, 3 sheep round 7. That would be good. That would be really good, actually. We'll see what he does here. Quatinid's getting 6 wood is nice. But the Cowboy and Mother in a round 5 family growth game will have a really hard time. If I'm Quatinins, I'm thinking now about how do I transition out of the Cowboy and Mother? Like, how reliant am I on this card? Because maybe you just use it to get a breeding pair of cattle in round 9 and use it to feed in stage 2, which can be fine. Like, get your pastures done. But if I'm Quatinins, I'm thinking round 5 family growth. How committed am I to this strategy? Because I don't think I passed all that many Cowboy and Mother cards. Madan start player Huntsman's Rifle. That's kind of interesting because Quatinins obviously not going to family growth. Kulala, it could take 2 read and then start player, but that's like a couple actions, right? So I'll plow a field, get a guest. I have to say, if we can feed, I have an amazing setup. Hobby farmer, vine dresser, I have a fantastic setup if I can feed. That'll be the question. Can I feed? Which is better, Bert and Ernie or a cow mom? I actually have not played with Bert and Ernie yet. Not familiar with that card. My dad needs to take sheep here if he wants to get if he wants to build grow next round. Yeah, I haven't played with Bert and Ernie yet. Oh, nice. Yeah, taking 2 boar with his huntsman's rifle. So yeah, so it looks like I get 3 sheep, which is fantastic. absolute best case scenario. Assuming Kulala does not take them ahead of me, but I think with Sundial, we're going to see Kulala set up. Probably start taking crops, maybe. Start to set up a plow game. Or a crops game. Manufacturer. Okay, so Kulala going to take 6 clay, almost certainly. Maybe 6 clay reedstone food, or 6 clay 2 reed. It's the improvement version of Cowboy and Mother. Gray says, I think Bird is better, but I haven't played a ton with it either. And this card, we play Syrup Tap, finally. That's been waiting to get out the whole time. But now, it's buffing all of our wood grubs for the rest of the game, and with Vine Dresser and with Zoo Director, we want to be doing a lot of wood grabs, so we probably want to build another wood room and pay some for Vine Dresser. We also have Tapestry Weaver, so I think probably Hobby Farmer comes out here, and then Tapestry Weaver round 9. Might end building a room. Yeah, 6 wood available. Oof. Oof. 6 wood. Well, I'm definitely taking those 3 sheep. I could be greedy and take 4 wood ahead of the 3 sheep. I think I'm only risking 1 wood, though, to totally destroy my feeding. So I don't think that it's worth the risk. I think I just take the sheep here. Play it safe. Bert and Ernie, I imagine that's a G7 card. Bert and Ernie. From round 4 on, at the end of any work phase in which you use 2 or fewer action spaces, you receive 1 building resource. From round 8, you can choose to receive a crop or play an improvement. Round 8 you can choose to receive a crop, and in round 12 you can play 1 improvement by saving up to 3 resources instead. Interesting. So you build like stone oven in round 12 kind of thing, because the well's usually gone. Or you take expensive miners and you like stone path, that kind of thing. Well, the wood came back, so we're happy about that. I need to take food with my last action, don't I? Pretty sure reedstone food or 4 fishing are coming back. Yeah. Let's put a food out here. Yes, because I need 8 food total, of course. Quatinen's playing Cooking Hearth. I assume this is going to be on Reno. Okay, so this is why. So he plays Guildhall. So Omni Farmer is what allows Quatinens to commit, or encouraging Quatinens to commit to the Cowboy and Mother game. Because of course it's a card that lets you get point ceiling, which is something that Cowboy and Mother has an issue with. And puts a grain on Omni Farmer. Yeah, makes sense. So I get reedstone food or fishing. I'd be happy with either. Kulala gonna play another occupation. Hill Cultivator. Oh, very nice with his manufacturer. So gonna build pottery for sure. Get a ton of improvements, it looks like. And I would like Reed to build another room. But I think the 4 food fishing might be a bit better action. And then I'll play Hobby Farmer. So I need to feed 8 food altogether, so I should be left with 3. Eat a dove a sheep. Get a vegetable and sow it. And then harvest. Dove H feed 6, 2 food for occupation. Good. I'm feeling really good about this. Why not play Tapestry Weaver? I'll play Tapestry Weaver in round 9. I don't think there's any chance I go to 5 rooms. I don't think that's very likely. So I think Tapestry Weaver can come out in round 9, and that's fine. The Hobby Farmer getting me vegetables a bit earlier will let me eat the... getting the Hobby Farmer out earlier lets me start eating vegetables earlier, because I can do more sow actions and stuff like that. Gray says, oh, I forgot it was capped by... Yeah, that's right, yes. Dove Hunt, or Tapestry Weaver is limited by number of rooms. That's right, just like Pelts or whatever. Madan plays Master Tanner. Very nice with Stockbroker. Kalala builds a 4th room. Makes a ton of sense. So what do we do here? We would like to get a cooking hearth. We need at least 5 clay to do that. To get the cooking hearth. So yeah, this board is actually like pretty ugly for us. Probably we're going to end up taking 2 wood and a food just because there's not much available. We'll take reedstone food for now. We could maybe take 2 stone and then build the well. I don't love that sequence. Maybe I'll just start player Absinthe. Or start player Diamond Mine. Probably Absinthe first. Yeah, I think Absinthe before Diamond Mine, just because if I don't play it here, then it doesn't come out. Or I don't get the full value out of it. And the ability to distract people with food is pretty nice. Use Absinthe to put it on the spaces that I want. Okay, this is interesting. Quantinent's building the clay oven with no grain in hand. I guess he's got surf to make up for it, but... So what he's doing is he's using his guild hall, playing clay oven, which allows him to build hoarder. Play hoarder. So that's a point ceiling card. Yeah, so Omni Farmer Hoarder got 2 point ceiling cards so far. He can feed 5 by going on the bake space. Okay. I mean, I can screw him up pretty badly by taking a sow action myself, but I don't really want to take a sow action. I'd rather sow in round 10 once I have those 2 once I can sow both my fields. Madan plays Gardener's Wife. Okay. Unfortunately didn't get it out before his first growth, but planning it for his Master Tanner growth. Kulala, Major Pottery, definitely on Reno, yep. And then he can also, when he family grows, build the joinery or the basket maker's workshop. So very, very strong situation for Kulala. I'm going to start player here because if I don't, there's a chance Muddan does, and I would like to get my Absinthe out. And then if I can get 6 clay, great. I would probably take 2 wood actually yeah, because I should take 4 wood over 6 clay probably, but I would take. Yeah, maybe I take both the clay actions next round, and then Reno Cooking Hearth. I can build and grow next round. I can do that, yes. Assuming I have enough food. The thing is, Muddan probably takes 2 boar. If he takes boar and then sheep, then he can grow with his 3rd action. So I'm a little afraid of that. Because Muddan has his Master Tanner, and so if he first actions 2 boar, second action 2 sheep, leaving 1 sheep behind to get, say, another boar, he could do that. There we go. So he's actually setting it up with this move. So now all he needs is a 2 boar action in order to hit his Master Tanner. Yeah, but yeah, Mudan just prevented that by taking one sheep. So I'll go for go for growth in round 10. And actually, if I'm going to be the only person left to family growth, I can actually use that to my advantage. Like I could let the absinthe build up there if I'm not sure about what I want to do. Ooh, Kulala plays fruit tree. So not joinery, not basket maker's workshop. So I'll take 2 wood here. Put a food on the next round space. 2 wood and a food is fine. It's not great, but it's okay. Now I'll grab 6 clay and a food. And if 3 wood could come back, great. If 2 reed could come back, great. There's lots of stuff I would like to come back. Quatenance does all his fencing. Of course, yeah, because he wants to hold his second cattle. Yeah, Mudan goes for those two cattle right away. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so if I'm really committed to getting a cooking hearth, I could do it here. The only risk is Mudan upgrading his fireplace to a cooking hearth, but he's not in a big rush to do that because of his huntsman's rifle. So... Oh, did I take a food at the start of the round? I was supposed to. Yes, I did. Oh, no. I didn't. I never took my absinthe food. I only took the food from Syrup Tap, so I should have one more food. So I can take wood here. So I can take 3 wood. I can build the cooking hearth myself. I think, you know what, I'll just play it safe and take 2 reed. After the 2 reed, I can definitely build and grow next round. And I want to be able to do that, so... Then my last action can be a wood grab. If 3 wood comes back, I'll take wood. But if not, I'll take clay. I guess I could take stone as well. With the well still available, stone is more valuable. Plus, if I have leftover actions, then grain mill oven is an option. And if I take 3 stone, it's less likely someone else can build the stone oven. Mudan takes 3 stone, okay. So Quatenan's not able to breed their cattle here. Had to eat the cattle they get at the end of the round. Kulala did start player Basket Maker's Workshop. Okay. Well, I don't really want to pass them 6 wood. So I'll take 3 wood. And put out a guest marker for my dove hunter. Mudan plays Cloister. Cloister quite a bit worse with something like Master Tanner. Definitely would have been thinking about building the well myself. Kulala plays Resource Seller. And then I play my occupation, tapestry weaver. And again, -4 food here, and dove, and 1 point to my tapestry weaver harvest here. Abs on build room. Abs on FG. Not build room, because then Quatinids might build 4 stables with all the wood he's got there. So I could take 5 clay here. 5 clay kind of secures my cooking hearth, because if I don't take 5 clay here, Kulala might, and then build a cooking hearth himself. Thing is, he does have hill cultivator, so he gets clay pretty easily, so maybe the clay comes back around, in which case I could take wood. Just keep taking wood, activate my syrup tap as often as I can. Yeah, 4. I can get 4 clay next round if the clay gets taken here. So yeah, I think just taking wood is fine. And then build room, family growth, play diamond mine. And then get a sow action in round 11, hopefully. Definitely want a sow action next round. Yeah, the Quatinids is seeing the problem with Omni Farmer here, where if you start putting stuff too early when you don't have like enough of an income, then it can really slow you down, because rather than having your sheep breed and like not having to worry about going back for sheep again, like you have to keep constantly retaking sheep, which is a problem. Kulala goes on the veggie space, yeah. So Kulala might go for the cooking hearth. If they do, my cooking corner dies, which is a little sad, but I think this is okay. Build a room. Yeah, Quatidid's converting his grain to a vegetable. And then the problem is he's not going to get enough grain points. Like, he has to take grain again now. So I don't love... Yeah, and if he Omni Farmers the vegetable, like... Yeah, I don't love this. The problem is you need to have more than 1 grain income. Like, 1 grain per harvest is not enough. Because 1 grain and you sow 1 field, like, that's not enough. You need multiple grain income before you start baking your grain, using it for other stuff, that kind of thing. At least that's the way I like to do it. So a little family growth here. Play our diamond mine. I could grain mill oven to set up start player stone oven. No, you know what? He's got a couple actions over me. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think diamond mine is probably a safe move. Yeah, I do. Yeah, getting the stone oven for 1 clay, 1 stone would be nice on 2 minor actions. Maybe I should have done that instead of diamond mine. Because I'm happy with whatever the round 12 action is. I'd be happy with plow sow or with family growth. Thing is, I also want to get on sow, and I think I'm competing with Kulala for a sow action. Kalala fencing 12 here. We'll see how they fence. That actually might be quite nice, because I could dump Absinthe on fencing now. I need to just keep taking wood as much as I can. That's the other thing. Just keep taking wood, yeah. My syrup tap gives me a food every time I do it, and my I need the wood for my vine dresser. Like 2 wood is better than a plow and field action. I could just not play vine dresser if I think I'm getting enough plows, but I think the plow space is going to get quite contested the rest of the way, because Quatinins wants 3 more, and the other players want more. Oh, he should let me announce Absinthe first. Abs on fence, sorry. Yeah, I don't know if fence is the right play, but that seems fair to put it on fence. It was something I was thinking about. Probably no change. No, okay. Yeah, Quatinins wants so because of baking. I know Kalala can't fence, but he might change to an animal grab. Like, he might take 2 cattle instead. Trying to make sure everything's above board. Madan goes for 2 reed. Wonder if Madan's going to build another room. Wouldn't make sense to, but he might. So I could start player here. I kind of like start player and then Reno grain mill oven. I do want to build like major minor cooking hearth so that I can play cooking corner. That's the other way I can go here. The thing is, I am competing for the cooking hearth and I am competing for the stone oven, so I kind of have to choose one or the other. You know what? We're going to delay it. We're going to take food. We're going to keep taking wood. We need wood. Lots of wood this game. For clay and Reno cooking hearth. Yeah, if Quatinins is start player here, that sounds like a good idea. Because I was thinking about taking start player myself. But yes, if I can't take start player, then and I'm only getting 1 major action, then I should go for the cooking hearth, I think. Because it enables my cooking corner play later. No, Quat did just start player. Yep. I guess he's happy either way. Like, if he gets plow so he's happy because then he gets another field, and if it's family growth he's reasonably happy as well. Thing is, this 4 clay grab is kind of dead if I don't get... I mean, I guess I can build the fireplace if I don't get cooking hearth. Madan is building a room. He says, I know. Okay. Just making sure. Yeah, because I'm Master Tanner. My game got all messed up. I know how that feels. Okay, so yeah, I'll reno cooking corner now. Or reno cooking hearth. And now I have 1 clay left behind to build grade mill oven. So if I can pull off the stone oven play, that would be good. Gray says that's a very questionable build. Yeah, I guess he's looking at it as a point to cloister. I'm guessing he's probably got mason. He's probably got something like mason, or he's got chief. He's got some other reason to build more rooms, I have to assume. Can't think of any reason to justify that. 6 food and dove sheep for feed 8 and occupation. So then I'll play vine dresser, and I can start plowing with 1 wood. I guess it should go up here, just in case I fence 15. But I mean, I'm gonna plow at least this much, or at least this much. 2 more spaces, maybe cover lots of spaces, so I only have to do a very tight pasture at the end. Wait, abs. F on fence, major minor maybe. Even with mason chief, you won't fence enough to make up for the points. Hi, I'm back. Welcome back. F on maybe major minor, or fence, I think. Yeah, just dump it on fence. No one else is gonna fence ahead of me. I don't think it's likely, at least. So I want to take wood and then fence. I assume that Madan will not fence ahead of me. The only problem with my green mill oven stone oven play is it actually takes me 1 stone away from what I want to be doing here. Like, what I could do instead is I could just take reedstone food and then build something normally. I really want plow sow next round. Plow sow is really like a fantastic action for me next round. So yeah, I think I just plow sow here, or start player here. Start player cooking corner. Yeah, I mean, Madan might fence 6 because he wants to keep taking animals, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I like plow sow next round because I can fence with another wood, and plow with another wood, and then sow all 3 of my goods, and then I have 5 vegetables, so I can afford to eat 1 of them without eating any points. And there's a very good chance that I get another sow action in round 14. It also gives Madan a wood defense. Do I take fence here myself? It's not a great fence action. I would just fence 7, I think. But I think I do it. Yeah, just 7. Leave 2 wood behind to plow 2 more fields with. Yeah. It lets me take a breeding pair next round, which I want to do. Oh, I should have another point on Tapestry Weaver, sorry. I mean, if I can take 4 wood and then fence 4, that'll be enough for reasonable pastures. Because I'm going to cover these 3 spaces at least. Because I'm going to plow sow plus 2 more wood from vine dresser. Or 2 more fields from vine dresser. Mudan goes for that cooking hearth upgrade as soon as I return it. Not as soon as, but 1 round after I return it. 1 rotation after. Cycle. We need a term. There's not really a term for rotation of the player's actions. I guess you just say 1 action later. Because the first opportunity is the first action, so 1 action later. But action is kind of ambiguous because 1 action could imply that I do something and then 1 action later is the action immediately after mine, not my own action later. If that makes sense. Also, Kulala's getting excellent work out of his hill cultivator plus resource seller. Very nice combo. Powering his nice pottery. Very nice. What am I doing here? I could just build the well. The well is available. And the well doesn't require a 3 food action. Or a reedstone food action. And then I can still do the grade mill oven upgrade. If nobody else goes for it. Alright, I'll build the well here and then take 2 wood with my last move. So I really want to get 3 breeding pairs of animals because that makes my zoo director worth 3 points each. Alternatively, instead of continuing to dove hunter, I could start getting points or start eating my vegetables. I could go that route. I'm not sure how many more fences I'm going to build. That's kind of a determining factor. Take wood. Yep, looks fine. So wood to plow. And then 2 food from that and the food from my absinthe. And then plow a field. And so. Very good. Oh, I'm all out of stone. I thought I had another stone coming in for some reason. Yeah, so maybe Green Mill Oven is dead. I mean, I'm probably not getting start player back anyways here. Very likely somebody else is going to start player. Like, I'm sure Kulala would start player if given the option to. Quatenance takes a bunch of clay. Okay, wants to hoard clay and Reno, I guess. Yeah, Quatenan's just not going to have enough points to win. Point ceiling's too low, which is usually what happens with Cowboy and Mother. Whoa, family growth and the animals are coming back here. Well, I will definitely take 2 cattle. But the fact that start player came all the way around is kind of crazy. I'll take 3 wood if it comes around. I think Kulala and Quatenans don't really care for the wood. Mudan is the only person who really wants more wood. Quantin's building 2 stables. Makes sense, making space for their animals. There's no way those 2 boar come back. But there is a chance that Mudan does something with 2 boar with Stockbroker. But never mind, he's playing start player flagon. Okay, F to all. Oh, he did it not on start player. He did it on Reno. Interesting. I guess he gets another wood there if he's going to fence with this next action. Man, if this board keeps going around, that's going to be kind of crazy. Also, plow a field keeps going around as well. I would love if Plowso round 14 could fall into my lap. That would be lovely, but I don't think it's likely. Yes. Finally, Kolala start players. Finally. But you know what? That means we get a second action, which means we can family growth for 3 points if we want to. I think you were right about Mason. I think I was right about Mason, because Mudan is going to occupation Mason and then family growth with his last move. Hey. I would really like to be able to take the boar here. But I think I should fence instead of taking the boar, because if I fence, I can take the boar with my first action next round. And I'll Dove Hunter one more time. I'll let my breed go up to 4. Okay, so what's my optimal setup for Zoo Director? Zoo Director wants me to hit 9 or 12, so if I'm going to be at 4 cattle, 4 sheep, then I want to be at 4 boar as well for more points. Which is definitely possible. If I fence here, then I can take 3 boar at the start of next round. Because I'm pretty sure Kolala is going to plow so. Fence 4. Dove sheep and -4 food. I'm not going to play my occupation here. I'll save it for the last round. Be sneaky with it. Cotton field. Okay, that's good. Cotton field's really nice. The Academy says, and yet again I am wrong. 13 fences is more than enough, missing out on everything else. Well, cotton field helps. Cotton field certainly helps. And gets another vegetable. Yeah, the boar is like a 4-point action. So yeah, it's better than family growth here. There's also a chance family growth comes back, although I'm pretty sure Quatinins will take family growth if given the opportunity. He doesn't have that many 3-point actions available to him. Also, I should look around and remind myself of any global bonuses available. Yeah, plus, so we expected that. Wood to plow, for sure. Two food here. 3 sheep, 3 boar. So I will sow if it comes back to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I sow 2 grain, then I'm getting 1 food plus 2 points in 1 food. If I sow a grain and a vegetable, I'm getting plus a point in a food, and another plus a point in 5 food. So 2 points in 1 food, or 1 point in 5 food, or 2 points in 1 food, which is the equivalent of my vegetable. So, oh, quaternion sowed. Okay, so that's not an option for me. I could still go for the stone oven, although I don't think. No, probably not. Well, Kulala is going to reno, not family growth, or not build the stone oven. So the only issue is that there are only like a couple actions I can do it on. Like I have to get major, minor, and start player, which seems risky. Family growth is coming back. Do you think so? What's Kulala going to do? Kulala might family growth. Oh no, Kulala family growth last round. That's right, family growth is coming back. Wow, that works. What a game! You're right, Kulala is on 5. You are right about that. I'm pretty sure Quatenins is not going to family growth here, so I could be super greedy and not family growth with this move. Because I think Quatenins is going to reno for 2 points and do something else, but there's a chance that he goes for... would have gone for family growth if I passed it to him. So at the moment I have 10 food on my farm, because I can eat a grain and a vegetable for no points, and that's 5 food. So I need 1 more food total to hit my 11. Reno is strictly worse than family growth? Depending on what minors he has. We don't know what minors Quatenins has. The other thing is I could just take cattle. Cattle is 6 food. Yeah, it's not strictly worse. Yeah, exactly. We don't know what improvements they might have in their hand. Oh, because Quatenins had to go out Reno fence. Oh, that's right. Oh, I missed that. Yeah. Okay, sorry. You're right. You're right. I was confused about the ordering there. Um, Plowing a field is a point. Taking a grain is a point. I think I should probably just take a cattle for a bunch of food. Cattle is 6 food, right? So if I take the cattle, then I can take a grain, or no? It doesn't matter. Yeah, this doesn't matter at all. So I can plow for 1 point and then grain for 1 point, or traveling players or whatever for 1 point. Basically, it's all worth a point. And plow is contested. So sure, I guess I'll take the contested plow. Quatenan's hit 50. Very nice. Not going to beat Kulala. Probably doesn't beat me either, but nice. Sure, I'll steal a wood. I'll steal a wood from Kulala. Not that the wood's worth anything. And then 7 food and veg to feed 9 and Occs. So that Traveling Players was actually a 2-point action between Kulala and I. So I have whatever I score plus 8. Oh, I have Syrup Tap as well. So whatever I score plus 9. Not sure if that's enough for the win, but it's something. Kulala has a massive farm, so Kulala might be at 60. 56 plus his bonuses. I'm at 60, so 60 is pretty respectable. So 60 for me. Kulala's at 56 plus his bonuses. He's got 1 bonus from Cash Crop. And no other bonuses. So that looks like enough to win for me. Looks like it's enough for the win. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, Quatenan's hit that stealing the wood might have actually been relevant. Getting that boar was huge. That boar was huge. Is there any card which allows the holding of unlimited sheet? Yeah, Colossus says I steal 1 point here. Yeah, I know I did. And Quatenan says stupid round 5 family growth. Yeah. So 60, 50. What did my Dan have? 39. Thing is, I don't see how you're ever getting above 50 with it. Like, what possible, like, more bonuses can you get, right? Like, Quatenan's ended up... the Omni Farmer ended up working out better than I expected. Like, he's got max vegetables. He's got 3 points from all of his animals except sheep. And I guess boar. And then he's got 3 points from his grain. So he ended up with a pretty respectable farm, it has to be said. But with only 2 family members, you're missing a lot of points. Could be an insane combo with Zoo Director and the Occupation which doubled sheep. You know what? In G6 and G7, there seems to be a lot of sheep payoff cards. So, yeah. Madino says that was a rough one. Yeah. Yeah. Good game. Good game. I had a very strong combo. Obviously, I hurt you with my 3 sheep grab in round 3 quite a bit. But yeah, I had an extremely strong combo. Farm School Graduate coming back was just exactly the card I needed. Like, Farm School Graduate was amazing. With my Dove Hunter, like, everything just benefited so much. Also, my miner quality was extremely high. This is extremely high miner quality. I didn't play any miners that didn't give me points. Like, Large Sun Hat doesn't directly give points, but it gave me 2 fields, which was a ton of points, so... Very, I had a very strong game. And Tapestry Weaver with Farm School Graduate and Dove Hunter, like, just an awesome combo. And I got almost all the food out of Absinthe? Or did I get all the food out of Absinthe? I think I got all of it. Because I start playing twice. I got 2 from Fencing. And I got 1 from Build a Room. Or was the Build a Room from Camembert? No, Camembert gave me the Build a Room for my 3rd room. Yeah. Yeah, I had a really... just my occupation quality is extremely high. I had a very nice game. Like, hitting 60 is... Obviously, you had a really good one. Love Sun Hat. Yeah, I didn't get blocked with my Sun Hat. With the way Kalala was playing, I was a little worried about Field Doctor. But then I figured it was probably Evening Prayer when he kept passing up on occupation. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. I'm not going to stream for a couple days now. I'm going to a wedding and got to go early because I'm doing some music stuff for it. So I might come back Sunday and stream. I might stay late Sunday and come back really late Sunday, and then I might stream Monday. I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do yet. So... earliest streams Sunday, if not Sunday, Monday. So, yeah. So many 6-wood actions. Yes, a lot of 6-wood actions. Which, actually, I didn't get any of them. I didn't get a single 6-wood action. So the fact that I beat Kulala, I'm pretty happy about, considering I think he got like 3 6-wood actions and I didn't get any. So, yeah. That just shows the power of my cards. The power of my cards was very high. So... that worked out. Alright, but yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this little video, and we'll see you next time. I'll try to get that, I'll try to upload a video onto the YouTube channel maybe Thursday or Friday, that one that I haven't done yet, just so that there's some content when I'm away. Alright, see ya.